Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Judge Neuro, and this is another episode of Griefing or Not Griefing, where we find out if these Dota gamers are throwing the match or not. We've just received a case on our desk here, and I need your help as jurors to decide if these people are trying their best or willfully throwing. First match, we've got an Ancient Magnus. Interesting that it's ancient, but it's not roll queue, so they're doing the classic rolls. Let's take a look at Magnus's items and just the game state when we load in here. 0-3 Magnus. 0-3 happens. It's happened to me before.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
Let's see what Magnus is doing here. He's jumping up here with the Tumbler's Toy into the hatchet, and he's farming the woods. He's farming the woods. This has been a win week for sure. Yep. Sometimes you also have downswings because of self-imposed changes, like you're working on a new hero. You're probably going to lose more if you're working on that hero. That's okay. Like, I want to work on Terrorblade and being able to play that hero, but I'll be honest, if I'm on your team and I'm Terrorblade, it's not my most practiced hero, so your chances of winning with me are lower than if I played Anti-Mage. Or Shadow Fiend. Or Drow. That's just how it goes. Seems like a normal Magnus. He's not doing anything too weird just now. He was accused of feeding. He is getting charged.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Ooh, he uses his magic wand.
Keep murdering.
He did everything in his power to try to get out of there. Okay, he's back in. Enemy team is trying to farm their camps. Magnus is trying to show up and defend it. Goes for the hit on him. Luna pauses the game. Magnus buys back. And he's running back toward it. Do you think the Luna tilted him with that pause? Oh, they're all tipping the Magnus. Oh man, this Magnus is being put into a high pressure situation. He has been manner paused and BM tip is going through and muting and reporting his team. Oh boy. Oh boy, the poor Magnus. So far it seems like Magnus is more of the victim of abuse here. But we don't have the text chat or the voice comms, so we can't use that as information. The mutes. Templar Assassin is pausing now. As the Visage dies.
Back to the indecipherable gibberish.
This is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. This game. This might be like a really low behavior score game. I'll pose this question to anyone who's been low behavior score. Is it just like BM City in those games where it's like manner pauses and manner tips constantly? Hey, he killed the Zeus! To quote Jack, hey, that's pretty good. Everyone in this game goes to jail.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
The buyback was a bit much. He's going for a Hand of Midas now. Why does this happen to people? They get tilted and then they just start making random different items that are totally selfish. He was gonna get his power treads into a blink, but then he's like, you know what? I have the... Magnus is now manner pausing for the Luna who died. That's a mark against them. That's toxic. Templar Assassin resumed the game, realizing that Radiant didn't actually need a pause and the Magnus was just trying to upset their own safe lane.
Radiant's top tower is under siege. Radiant's top
Low
tower
behavior
is
scores and BM pauses or BM tips in all chat. Oh. It's just BM all the way down.
gold for me.
Huh. This is going to be a tricky case. Because the Magnus is trying, and they're doing stuff. They're definitely toxic. Man, you're pausing your own safe lane. I've never even thought to do that.
Whole lot of murder going on here.
That's like heckling your own theater's performance. Doesn't make sense. I would say 80% chance I end up saying this person's guilty. With the buyback, the item pivot, the bad manner pauses.
Unstoppable.
Well, at least you can't buy back because he's on dieback.
Wicked sick. Only
When he's up, what does he do?
is being attacked.
Comedians heckle their friends.
Fire.
Yeah, but you have
Radiant's
rapport
top
with
tower
your
is being
friends.
attacked.
You feel like pausing is BM unless there's an actual reason for it? Absolutely. Very true. We did a toxic gamer tier list. You can use the toxic command in chat. And we put bad manner pausing as the highest tier of bad manner. Among other things, but
Radiant's top
the reason
tower
it's
is
top tier bad manner is because it's against tournament rules.
Dire's middle
It's
tower
disrespecting the
is
pause
being
mechanic, and it's also subtracting pauses from your own team should you actually need them in the case of a disconnect or something. And disrupting the flow of action is just fundamentally very rude to do when you're agreeing to play a game that's real time. It's really disgusting behavior. People who do that in StarCraft as well are being extremely rude. He's making plays.
A quantity of murder.
Not necessarily good plays, but he's using his character.
Taste your own rotting tongue.
They're just going through, reporting people,
Tower is
tipping people, pinging people.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This gamer is Madge.
Radiant's middle tower is
Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year? Yeah, that's an easy dub for them. Who would even come close to them, to be honest?
For Radiant.
What other game? Name one game that was a close second to that. It's okay, I'll wait.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire. Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
This Magnus. 7 a struggle.
In concordance with the rules of Dota, ownage has been initiated.
8 deaths for Magnus.
Radiant's
He's the
top
highest
tower
level
is
on the
being
team,
attacked.
though. Wait, he died to something here? Oh no, he did. Oh no, he did. They tipped him. They tipped him. He's pissed.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
You're seeing very little support from allies while the enemy team is coordinated.
Radiant's top
Yeah, but that's the thing, is the Radiant is BMing each other. It's very hard to win a game when the team is actively fighting amongst themselves.
Radiant's top tower is under Radiant's middle tower is being attacked under attack.
Yeah. Goes in and dies. Goes in and dies. He's gonna go in. He's going in. He gets his ability off. And the Radiant team has mostly given up at this point. Magnus uses his thingy. In game.
Radiant's bottom barracks is fallen.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to him. Reason being, pivoting from a legit item build to a Midas build, not playing with your team, actively mana pausing your own team. I can't say that the allies didn't also BM the Magnus, but the Magnus was definitely toxic and kind of ruining the game for their own team. So, pretty nasty game in general. I think we should probably report most of the people from this one, but this was only about the Magnus, and I'm ruling them guilty of griefing or abusive behavior. Not a super strong level of griefing compared to, say, passing a divine rapier to the enemies. Like, that would obviously be more, and we've seen a lot of that on griefing or not griefing, but this game, it just seemed like yeah, it was toxic enough to give him the ruling. Mr. Astronomy, thank you for the 25 months. Wish you could have done this for the subathon. Hella success without it, though. Heck yeah. Yeah, it was a great one. I had a lot of fun. We did over 52 videos. The current count in griefing or not griefing today is 1 guilty. 1 guilty. You missed the end there. Not too much happened. Their team kind of gave up, so it didn't really come down to the Magnus doing something in particular. Case 2 in griefing or not griefing. Okay. The Invoker support has been accused of griefing. Let's see what their score is so far. Support Invoker thus far has died 3 times. He has an Urn of Shadows, a magic wand, and some Boots of Speed. Everything a growing Invoker support needs to contribute greater than 0 effect to a battle. He TP's in.
Bounty.
TP's in. Attacks the Gandalf. And he's going to practice his sorceress ways over by the trees. Meepo mid. This is an Archon game with a Meepo in it.
There it goes.
Is it a Smurf? Or a normal Meepo?
Finders keepers.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
They're just looking at the scoreboard. Running top. Just normal innocent Meepos.
Dire's top tower is under siege. More death.
Came a long way to see you die.
Okay, well, I would consider that to be bad execution. He did go in and use a Frosty spell and then die in 2 hits. But there was an attempt. Wasn't really great for him, but...
Dire's middle tower taking damage. Dire have duct-taped cardboard all over their structures. Radiant structures are fortified.
We're really
Dire's
thinking
middle
about
tower
stuff
is
here.
being attacked.
Denied!
This Invoker is really getting stuck on the menu screens. You play Meepo, it's not hard after a few hundred games. Yeah, well,
Hey,
it's still hard, but it is a playable hero. I guess the reason I say that is because it's more often picked from Smurfs than it is picked from normal Meepo spammers. One of these demographics is much larger than the other, and that would be the Smurfs demographic. Just throwing out random ice paths on the ground.
A dominant performance.
He really likes the scoreboard.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Let's admire the scoreboard. Meepo is not a hero, it's a lifestyle.
Dire's middle tower is now.
We had a person want to join in the Neuro viewer games at one point, and there was someone who was like, "Oh, I can join on my Legend account," and I was like, "What do you mean your Legend account? Are you a Smurf?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, well, whatever." And I was like, "Oh man, your win rates are really high," and they're like, "Oh yeah, my other account is Divine." I was like, "Oh, so you are a Smurf?" And they're like, "No." Well, that's what Smurfing is. They were like, "Yeah, but I just play on this account with my friends." Okay. If you steal a car and you only drive in it with your friends, you still stole the car.
Wicked sick. Two down.
This poor Invoker. He is simply a punching bag. I don't really know Invoker as a hero that well,
Under fire.
but he's very difficult in that he has to juggle different spell options
Dire's bottom tower is
with his blue thing, his pink thing, and his orange thing. And you basically create 2 spell slots based on whatever combo of stuff that you invoke. This seems more like a not know how to play than griefing. Yeah, it's a legend level game,
Radiant's middle
so you would kind of think that he would know something.
Dire's bottom tower
But this is a big suffer ouch time. He's simply a plump and ripe honeydew melon ready for the enemy team to harvest him. He poses almost no danger to his enemies and is providing almost no support to his friends. Nevertheless, he does charge forward into combat. He did put a frost thing on that man. He participated in a fight there. Remember, it's not against TOS to play poorly. It's only TOS to intentionally play poorly.
double kill.
And so far, this Invoker, they tried there again. He did turn invisible. He really opens the scoreboard a lot.
X marks the spot.
Sniper using the old trusty shoot them from the next Dota game over routine. Looks like someone gave his account to little brother to play a game. Not necessarily. You could be extremely drunk. Is it harder to rank up as a support compared to, say, for mid laner? No, it's about the same. It's about the same. Because the thing is, if the support plays really well, then the carry has a much easier shot at winning the game later. And if the carry plays really well, then they can deal with the bad support. So every role is important. And you can climb with any role.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Radiant's top
You tried to close the scoreboard on the stream screen? Yeah, it shows you whenever these players are opening or closing the scoreboard. It just shows you the mouse stuff that they're doing. Boatman, he's a man of the boat, in a boat of a man.
an acceptable amount of murder.
Nothing.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
You're a level 7 Invoker who has an Urn of Shadows, a magic wand, a bracer, and a regular boot. What's your move? What's the best move for him here? Like, play super far back and try to just throw out support spells to help your allies?
Whole lot of murder going on here.
Support Invoker is pretty hard to play.
Double damage.
Does the report allow you to see if someone random to character? No, it doesn't show me the experience level with the character. It can show your hero level. Down here you see the like copper triangle. If like this is the lowest medal you can get for experience, but this could be someone with a ton of Invoker experience because you have to have Dota Plus to get past this copper one. So this could be a first time Invoker. It could also be their 400th Invoker game. There's no way for me to know. And it doesn't tell you the player name, so you can't look them up either. Honestly, this kind of just looks like a really unfortunate, very bad game for this player. You thought Valve changed that recently? Changed what? Man, he just opens the scoreboard so often. What do you need to see here? So often. Oh. Wait, did they mute the Legion? Or did I mute the Legion? Does this show who... Is this a Legion Commander player that I have muted? Or does this tell me that the Invoker muted that person? That's weird. Legion goes for the duel, but it's not enough.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
He's gonna walk slowly back to lane.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
The upshot of dying 10 times is you get a bunch of teleport scrolls. So at least he's extracting value from that mechanic.
Radiant's middle tower.
Got the 6 TP scrolls in the pocket. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It means Legion has such a low behavior score that she's muted by default. Oh.
Bounty.
You have behaved so poorly, you're not allowed to talk. Is he simply mooching XP?
Being attacked.
Go stack camps or something, man. What are they doing?
Dire's bottom tower is in pieces.
This is painful to watch. Just stack the camps for people. There are meepos at the camps.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
This man is down in the Dota sewers. He's just following the sniper around. I guess it's fine. He is in pet mode.
Dire's top tower is under
You are the sniper's little wizard pet, who on command can activate his magic wand to restore some health and mana to himself.
are fortified.
He also has an EMP in case there are Protoss units nearby, and Cold Snap just for the winter time.
Dire's top tower is destroyed.
This is a hard call.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
They definitely seem like they're in a much lower bracket of skill than the level of this match. Is it actively griefing, though? They're trying to use their abilities.
Taking damage.
If you didn't know better, you would think this was the sniper with a disconnected player.
Dire's middle tower taking damage. Quite a speed. We have just entered into a step.
This is hard.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
There's a level 17 PA. They made useful items, though. Like, the Spirit Vessel is an item that Invokers get, and it's a pretty good item. I've got to think about this one, man. He used his spaghetti. They just keep staring at the scoreboard.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom tower under fire. Unstoppable. Ownage.
Damn, I need to think about this one. Man. They casted a few useful spells, but... Jeez. His team had a bad game and needed a scapegoat. They did die 12 times. The next highest death was Bounty at 8. Good morning. It feels like a count buyer. Yeah, it seems like they're not at their bracket, but they didn't technically break any rules. And they didn't intentionally cast any spells that griefed their team or buy griefer items. It was just an extremely poorly played match of Dota. This is like, it could be someone's younger sibling playing on it. They could be like smashed drunk as well. But they didn't technically grief in the intentional way. I'm going to go with insufficient evidence on this one. It's such an edge case. It's such a bad game of Dota, but... yeah. I don't feel like it's clear enough to give him a guilty verdict. Are they not guilty, though? Just grief for roll? Did they... okay, that's a good question. Did they place any wards the whole game? Please rewind. Can I not rewind? Okay, there we go. Did he place any wards the whole game? That's a good question.
Well gotten.
Let's just see the game flow here. Does he place any wards the whole game?
Another game of Dota gains the strength of 100 Dire's bottom tower under fire. Dire's middle tower is taking damage.
Haste.
There are 3 wards in the store. So the hard support isn't buying wards either.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom tower under fire.
Okay. Wait! Okay, the bounty bought 2 wards. Legion bought some wards. Legion warding for themselves. Is it a grief of the roll? I don't think it is. I don't feel good about this, but I'm going with not guilty. I don't feel good about this, but I feel like that's what we got. Extremely bad game of Dota. If I was a sassy person, I would probably give them the grief for that. It was an extremely bad game. But he's a very flimsy hero, so it seems like if he falls really behind, it's going to be bad. FYI, the displayed medal is the average of the match. Oh, I did not know that. Thank you. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, they could be like a Guardian player, and they're queued with an Ancient, so it's an average of that. That could be true. In that case, I would have been way more lenient. I wish it would show the player's medal, not the average of the game. Just so you know who you're looking at. All right, Slardar being accused of griefing. He's in the off lane. He's got a Midas, an Echo Saber, and he's got what? A Bracer and Treads. Cool. Let's see what he's doing.
Look there.
He's farming. He's farming. He's still farming. He's farming. They're all fighting over there. Slardar looks at it. He's just gonna farm.
A vicious double slaying.
All right. So they're reporting him for that. For not fighting. And he's farming.
It seems that Roshan went and pissed off the dog.
Their team is ahead in kills. What's Slardar's score? Slardar is 2 and 4. Okay. He is a farmer. His grandparents were farmers. He's still farming. And he's farming. And he's farming. And he's farming. He's going to continue to farm. Alright, he's going to be farming here. Oh, they're enemy heroes. Got to run away from that so you can farm. Okay, when he gets up, what's his first move? Slardar, you're alive? He's going to farm.
Radiant's top tower is under siege. Dire's bottom tower under fire.
This is an ancient level game. Oh, is he going into a fight?
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Killing spree.
He's going to a fight.
Dire's bottom tower
Nope, he ults the Pudge and then backs up. He's a farmer.
Radiant's top barracks
Position 1 off lane. Oh, he showed up there. There are players like this where they'll sometimes be like, Fine, if you guys won't go with me, then I'm gonna AFK farm. And then they'll stubbornly AFK farm for a long period of time. Could be what they're doing. They're getting good items for their hero, though. I showed up there.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
Can they escape? This seems like a pretty selfish play, but they are doing some things that are good for the team.
Bottom tower is being attacked.
So far it looks normal-ish. Yeah, it's not like super obvious grief. They are getting kills, they're showing up. Some people also just don't want to show up to fights until they have a very particular item loadout. So I don't know if this Slardar was like, let me get my agonyms. Yeah, this is a fine game. A little bit greedy at the start, but he is going to work here. Look at this. He's getting lots of kills. Okay, there's only one more marker left. Look at this bug. He's a flopping fish. Oh wait, no, that's Lifestealer in him. No, this is weird. What the hell happened? Are y'all seeing that?
Double damage.
And he goes back to farm.
Radiant's bottom tower is demolished.
Wow. Pretty normal game. It's a tilt report. Yeah, that seemed like a pretty normal game, to be honest. A little bit greedy to start, but yeah. Wow. Have we had triple innocent? Was that triple innocent? The Invoker game was kind of sus, but what was the first game? Sweet finish. We may have triple innocent today. Triple innocent gamers. Some chat thinks the Invoker game is grief, but we let him pass. They didn't technically throw, is what it looked like. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you don't always feel good after you make a ruling on a case, especially like that Invoker game, but be that as it may, we are here to protect normal gamers having bad games. Maybe the Invoker was drunk and tired and going through a lot, and they weren't able to play that well, but no one was intentionally throwing super hard. The Magnus was kind of trying, kind of. No, we gave the Magnus a guilty. It was a guilty, innocent. So, even still, there are innocent gamers out there. Please stand up for them in your matches, and don't rage report everyone just because you're going to lose. This has been Griefing or Not Griefing, episode 15, where we take down these toxic gamers.